1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey there, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Paul. We're the Quad Bros.
And welcome to a better first-person view where we're going to be teaching you how to fly your DJI Phantom indoors.
Kyle, are we really going to do that?
No, you're the serious one. You're supposed to cut me off and tell the viewers what we're really going to be talking about this
Well,
episode.
today we're going to be talking about the FlyUtech G3 gimbal from 2Dog RC. Kyle is going to be taking it out for the rest of this video to tell you about how this thing can be used to enhance your cinematic reels. And I'm going to go behind the camera. Alright, thanks guys.
Let's do this. Okay, as my brother said, I'm going to be talking for the rest of the video and explaining, well, a little about this specific gimbal, the FlyUtech G3 from 2Dog RC, as well as just gimbals overall and how important they are. So, how a gimbal works is there's two motors, on this one at least, there's two motors, as you can see here, and one back here as well. And what they do is they sense when it moves one way, and then the motors move the GoPro so that it counteracts that, so the camera stays in the same place, while over here, etc. So while the camera stays in the same place, the Phantom can move and turn as you wish. This is what's called a two-axis gimbal, which means there's two motors controlling the up and down motion and the right and left motion, where recently the Zenmuse H3 3D came out, as well as a couple other brands put out three-axis gimbals, which also control the third axis of rotation, which is something you sometimes want and sometimes don't in your shoots, depending on if you want that flying feel or if you don't. So, right off the bat, when you're watching any aerial videos, or really any videos at all, you can tell if the people are using Steadicam or they're using a gimbal. Gimbals aren't just for quadcopters and multirotors, they're for everything. They also just put out the DJI Ronin, which is a handheld gimbal used for major motion pictures in Hollywood and also low-budget films. It's one of the cheapest ever, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to stick to the multi-rotor gimbals. So the Zenmuse is probably the most known one, and that's because DJI themselves make it. This one compares very well to it. I don't have comparison footage between the Zenmuse and this, but we will give you a really cool comparison in a minute here. So what there's to know about a gimbal is it's pretty much necessary. If you're going to go for a reel, you need a gimbal. It's just how it works. When we were shooting in Moab, if you go to our Vimeo, which we'll have at the end of our video, you can see that reel, and we didn't have a gimbal at that point, or FPV gear, or anything like that. So we were shooting with no gimbal, which is pretty incredible that we even got that shoot out of it. You pretty much have to shoot 5 to 6 times as much footage in order to get the same amount of usable footage, just because the shakiness is incredible without a gimbal. So not only it stabilizes this way and this way, as well as forward and backwards, is you have these anti-jello mounts here that gets rid of the micro vibrations and things like that, which you can just buy an anti-jello mount, but it doesn't stabilize your video one way or the other. So point is, a gimbal is basically necessary if you're going to do any real filming or anything like that. So what we're going to do now is strap this GoPro up here, like so-ish. Strap that up here and have this gimbal or this GoPro and this GoPro both on and show you the comparison between the two shots. What I'm guessing to see, and what I basically know is going to happen, is up here, when we move like this, the GoPro is going to be tilted, which means your footage is going to be tilted. And when we go left, same thing, your footage is going to be tilted. Forward, back, same thing. Where down here, on the gimbal GoPro, you're going to have stabilized video this way, much more less shaky as well, because you have the anti-jello mount, and overall better video. This is just as sturdy as down here when you're using the standard mount that comes with the DJI Phantom. So that'll give you that same comparison of, if you don't buy a gimbal with your Phantom, what your footage is going to look like right off the bat. So here it is, and trust me, you're going to want a gimbal after you see this. Really quick, before I show you that comparison I was telling you about, I forgot to mention something really important about gimbals. They not only stabilize your video and get rid of the jello effect, they also allow you to change the camera angle mid-flight. This is really important because you can be high up and going over something and you want that straight down bird's eye view angle, where when you come back down you want to change the angle to straight forward when you're tracking a person. This way you don't have to land each time to change your camera angle, you can do it during flight. This can also be a bad thing though, because if you don't have FPV gear, which is first person view gear, which allows you to see what's on the camera, it means that you can change your angle unknowingly by hitting the lever on the back of the remote, and then your shot's changed and you don't know it. So this is by far still a very useful thing, and it's something you want, but it can be an accident where you accidentally hit the lever and it totally ruins your shot. So you just need to keep that in mind, and here's that comparison video I was telling you about. It really shows what a gimbal can do. Okay guys, if that doesn't make you want to buy a gimbal, I don't know what will. That really shows the emphasis on what it can do from the camera tilt to the stabilizing your video, which is the main purpose. Lastly, I want to emphasize this episode would not be possible without the help of 2dogrc.com. They're great people, they have great prices, and they have great service. So you just shoot them an email, they'll get back to you really quickly as to whatever issue you're having, and they'll fix it right up for you. So, like I said, this video could not be possible without them, so we'd like to thank them for sponsoring this episode, our very first-person view, and our first actual episode on this YouTube channel. You should be able to find a link in the description below, as well as being able to click on a box somewhere around here and visit their website. They sell all sorts of stuff, and their specialty is this battery for the Phantom that gets you 2 minutes extra at least of flight time, which is crazy because, and also very necessary, because once you get this gimbal, that's the other negative about gimbals is they add extra weight. So this battery gets you back up to your flight time that you got when you first got the Phantom. So please check out their website, and also leave comments in the description below telling us what you want to see out of the next videos and from the channels, or if you want to sponsor an episode or anything like that, just leave a comment in the description below. We'll check it out, and if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them, and also in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button, and we're going to leave you with this.
Hey guys, I'm back. Just wanted to let you know that Kyle will be the head guy in most of our videos from now on, and that I'll be doing more of the technical things on our channel. So if you need any help with like more technical things or build videos or something like that, leave comments below about what you'd like to see or a possible video that I could do for you guys. Also, check out our Instagram down here and our Vimeo up here. We're broadening our reaches and making more reels, and make sure to check that out. Also, share us on Twitter, share us on Facebook, share us on Instagram, wherever you can. Help get us out there. We really appreciate your support. Thank you.